The message summary is sometimes quite interesting. It shows you some statistics about the MPI messages that have been sent and received in the program. So, for example, it tells you something about the number of messages per message size, kind of a histogram, according to which message sizes have been sent, and how many messages were in this bin of the histogram. But if you right-click, you can also select a new metric here, like the volume, or data rate, or the transfer time. And together with this display, a very interesting one is also the communication matrix. Okay, but the last thing I would like to cover is the communication matrix view. And maybe you can go to the whole time range and drag this out of here again, or detach it. So what we see here is the communication matrix from all senders to all MPI receivers according to a selected metric. And so, for example, just let's stay with that message, that metric for a second. So we see here, for example, from this master thread, how many messages have been sent to this master thread, or from that one to that one. And apparently they're all the same over here, or almost the same, since they're all like the same coloring. We could try to slide that to the red zone, like slide the color bar on top to see if it's really the same. Yeah, it does, depending on how large it is. Right. So if you zoom in further, it will tell you the actual number. Or if you click on anything, it will also tell you the number in the context. Which I don't see anymore here. Yeah, exactly. But maybe there's a different metric that's more interesting. So you might want to right-click again, select the metric. So transfer times, for example, should be at least a little bit different. And you might have a look at the longest transfer time, which tells us that there seems to be quite a difference here, how long this transfer took to how long it took on average, or this one, and so forth. And for an experienced user, it might be enough to just look at the pattern of this communication matrix and say, oh, this is an efficient communication, or this one looks like I'm communicating with my neighbor all the time, or this one is like all to all. So for like 8x8 processes, it's not so much of a pattern, but if you go into hundreds or thousands of processes, you have, for example, a line basically in the middle,